The magical place where your imagination becomes reality. Let's kick open the 8th door of 5 in action. Great to be back. Can't believe we're doing the 8th already.
Really? I think I can't count very well. I thought it was only like 5 or 6. Yeah, it's great to be back. And Professor Gu, great to have you back as well. The organoid episode was so interesting, so I'm looking forward to what story you've brought us today.
Today's topic is captured in this very image. At the moment, they stepped onto the Tiananmen rostrum last year. A private exchange between the three leaders was revealed to the public.
Their chat was caught on hot mic.
Do you know what they were talking about?
They're very powerful, wealthy men. Maybe shares, stocks and shares. What should you buy?
Well, it's easy to speculate that they must have been talking about something military, but turned out they were talking about immortality.
Wow.
Discussing recent development in biotechnology, right? It was such an unusual but befitting topic for those longtime rulers.
Exactly. And that's today's topic, which is the dream of humanity.
Immortality?
Immortality. Wow. The end of aging.
The end of aging? So yeah, in Korea, slow aging is a real big deal these days. I've been following it closely. And whenever I watch clips, even from just a year ago, I'm like, you've aged so much.
Tell me about it.
I know. Okay.
We're the same age, so
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And I'm
Wow.
all ears if it's going to be about slow aging.
Yes.
Actually, we've got no time because we're all aging right now, even as we speak.
Okay.
So, shall we get started right away?
Let's go.
5 in action. I have never been more excited than I am today.
Me too.
And seriously, this is all we talk about when I'm with my friends.
Yes.
But Dr. Koo, when we say aging science, are we focusing on those anti-aging methods like preventing wrinkles? Or are we talking about extending longevity?
I think we are talking about both. So we have to take care of some research which can extend our living. But at the same time, we want to have a very healthy life. So extending the life with a good quality is the matter. Let me ask both of you first. Do you think aging as a natural phenomenon or is it a disease?
Of course, it's a natural phenomenon.
Yeah, I don't want to think I've got a disease now, I'm aging.
Yeah, and humanity has been experiencing aging for thousands of years as a universal symptom,
Can
right?
you avoid aging or cure aging? That sounds
I don't
weird.
look like this because I'm sick.
I hope not. Yeah. Wow.
There's actually has been a global debate on that.
Oh.
And in 2018, WHO actually classified a code to indicate aging-related decline in human health as a disease.
Really?
But does that mean that all the elderly people are
Yeah.
going to be classified as patients?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's debatable. But why does it matter which category we put it in, whether aging is considered a disease or not?
Once we put it into a category that is recognized by WHO, then development of a new drug that can slow down aging is possible.
You need a code to develop the drugs that'll address it.
So it is important. And these days, you see more and more often the difference between your chronological age and your biological age. When you get that health checkup, you always have your fingers crossed. I hope it's younger. And some people look way younger than their age and vice versa. You always make me feel old because I look so much older than
Really?
you. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No.
It's your fault.
No, we look exactly the same
No,
age.
not at all. Yeah. And like everyone's different, right? In how they age.
Some people unfortunately take a direct hit.
Yeah.
And others somehow seem to dodge it.
Yeah.
Mysteriously.
That's right. So there is still no definitive biomarker to objectively measure aging. So researchers worldwide are now working on to determine how we can measure the aging in a precise manner.
Oh.
As scientific evidence grows, showing aging can be diagnosed and potentially reversed, efforts have been made to assign it a disease code.
Because aging hits people differently. Well, then, before trying to identify the exact biomarkers, why don't we define aging first? Tell me, why do we age in the first place? Let's put aside the confusing, headachy debate of whether or not it should be classified as a disease. Let's start with the factors that lead to aging. Why do we age?
It must be lifestyle, though, as a big factor, no? We all know, you shouldn't drink, smoke, eat junk food, avoid exercise. That all accelerates aging, no?
And all the stress.
Yes.
Yeah, those are part of it. And the fundamental cause of aging is being studied. And scientists have now classified around 12 different hallmarks that can determine the speed of aging.
I'm sure I have all those 12.
Yes.
One of them is senescent cells.
Senescent cells?
Yeah, it's first observed by Hayflick, who found that dividing cells, they can only undergo about 50 to 70 times of cell divisions, and then they stop. So this is a cell level of aging, so that once they reach to senescence, then these cells cannot be used anymore.
So they are like terminated cells.
Yeah, it's an aged cells that should be removed from the body, so that the body can still remain healthy.
They got like a timer set on them.
These aged cells, which is senescent cells, they are no longer functioning in the body, and they sometimes secrete inflammatory factors that can even accelerate aging process in the surrounding tissue.
Oh no.
So we have to know how to get rid of them from the tissue so that we can stay healthy.
Oh, they're like zombies because they don't just die off and disappear, but they remain and they damage neighboring cells.
Yeah, they infect other cells.
Yeah, like
right?
the one moldy strawberry piece
Oh, that
that
infects the
corrupts
rest.
the entire bowl.
Don't give me your senescent cells.
Senescence look. Well then, why can't we just remove those aging cells selectively, or why can't we just keep them alive by helping them keep dividing and not stop?
Yes and no. The removal of the senescent cells is called senolytics. But researchers have found that it has pros and cons. It comes with a side effect, so it is not so easy to make your body just healthy by removing senescent cells.
So there's, to every good thing, a negative effect as well.
Yeah.
But I've heard that it's not just scientists, right? In the news, and I listen to some podcasts where like wealthy tech individuals and some big tech companies as well are really investing into aging research.
No wonder anyone with power and money would want to live forever.
Absolutely.
No worries.
Well, the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, was famously obsessed with finding the elixir of life. And these billionaires of today are doing the exact same thing, just more scientifically.
Wow.
And the most famous or the most fanatic one must be Brian Johnson.
Yeah,
He's
right.
spending absurd amount of money on reversing aging or not dying ultimately. But it's also funny that we're seeing no result at all. just forgive me my brutal honesty, but he looks just like his age, considering the amount of money he's spending. So is this really working, the blood transfusion? Is it having a result?
Actually, what he has done is 6 rounds of plasma exchange. And even though extensive biomarker analysis showed that there was no benefit.
He's not even healthy on the inside?
But he still hasn't given up. He's still continuously investing about $2 million USD per year in an effort to reverse his own age.
Wow, blood transfusion from his son. I don't know if I'd make my kids do that. That sounds a bit
And it's
odd.
not even working.
Yeah, especially if it doesn't work. But what about this as an idea? There are some animals that famously live a long, long time, much longer than humans, like tortoises, turtles, maybe even whales. Can't we study them to find some signs? Do we want a transfusion from tortoises?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are thinking like a scientist, Peter. In fact, studies on Galapagos giant tortoise living close to 200 years, they show extremely slow heart beating rate.
Wow.
And strong DNA repair machineries. And bowhead whales, another longest living mammals, have low rate of cancer and age-related phenomenon. And there is another animal gaining attention in aging research, the naked mole rat, shown here.
Naked mole rat?
Yeah, the name and the looks. I don't want to look like that.
My question, is it born naked or did somebody shave it? It looks so cold, I want to put a coat on it.
But that's like a prime example of something we should aim for. like the
Losing all your hair?
the longevity, right, aspect of it.
It can live up to 32 years or even longer, 10 times longer than typical mice.
Wow.
If we translate it to human, it may mean that we can live up to 800 years.
32 years doesn't sound that long, but
Compared to other mice. 800
extremely
years though.
long.
I don't think I want to be here for
vampire
800
lifespan.
years. Yeah, wow.
And unlike other rodents, it doesn't seem to develop any cognitive decline while it is aging. People assume that they may have some special immune-related function that clean up some of the waste from the brain so that the cognitive function can stay healthy throughout the lifespan.
Okay.
so they remain sharp and punctual like, until the last minute before they close their eyes.
That's what you want, right? A healthy older age.
Yeah, and they may also have some mechanism with which they can remove senescent cells in a more active manner than other animals so that they can live longer than other ones.
I think we can get some clues from those tortoises and whales.
Yeah.
I think living a slow life is the key to long life.
Okay.
Like we should talk slowly and breathe
deeply, slowly.
And there's no better way than this. But these rodents will someday reveal its secret to long life to us humans. But the problem is, all this is still under research, but we want the solution immediately. We have no tiempo. Are there any treatments that are more progressed, readily available, and are already safe enough for humans?
Of course we do have. I'm not sure whether it is already fully functional, but there are some anti-aging treatments you may have already heard about in hospitals or the news.
Oh.
Stem cell shots?
Unbelievable. It seems that the world is really focusing on these anti-aging, slow-aging efforts, right? And there seems to be some cases where delaying aging has seen some success. So why isn't it already widely used?
The main issue, side effect and safety. Stem cells, for example, if it is used properly, then it will help. but it can at the same time cause cancer.
Oh no.
There's a trade-off between cancer and aging.
Yes, keeping the stem cell activity as lively as possible is one way of keeping yourself healthy and not aged. But if stem cells are proliferative all the time, then they become a tumor and it can cause cancerous disease.
That's not
we
what you
don't
want.
want that.
No.
Rapamycin has shown anti-aging effect in animal models, but as an immunosuppressant, it can cause side effects in adults, especially in the elderly population.
Rapamycin is originally developed as a drug to suppress your immune system.
Yeah.
Oh.
And metformin is also being studied for now, but until now it has been mainly used for patients with diabetes, and whether its effect is really there for aging is something we have to look into.
But you're leaving us hopeless.
We want something
What do we
now.
have left? Yeah.
Oh.
Is there really nothing that can save us from the misery of aging?
Don't worry, I heard,
Tell me
Professor,
there's something.
Right, you were doing researching in aging that got published, right, in a major international journal.
Wow.
And stuff on organoids as well, stem cells. Is that to do with aging? Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah. Which journal? Is it on Nature?
I'm very interested in studying aging for my future project.
Yeah.
And the one related topic that I have in the lab is mosaic genetics. So we want to model aging by using mosaic genetics, which means that we want to create some mutant cells that undergo faster aging than the normal cells in the mouse, so that we can see how aged cells working together with the normal cells to understand the actual aging process that is taking place in human body.
Wow, I should get his personal number because he's studying slow aging.
Sure,
Yeah.
but don't be a test subject and get accelerated aging first.
And besides Dr. Koo, who is one of the most influential scientists in Korea, there are also other Korean researchers who are taking a different approach. They're studying chromosomes to regulate the biological clock. Shall we head out to the field and see how they're advancing the era of aging prevention? All together, Vibe in Action!
Aging, humanity's eternal challenge. Why do we grow old and why do we fall ill? To find the answer, we visited a laboratory at Seoul National University, a hub of aging and cancer research in Korea. What they are tracking here is the clock of life, telomeres. Telomeres are like the plastic caps at the ends of shoelaces. They protect the ends of our DNA. But as cells continue to divide, problems begin to accumulate in these tiny caps.
What happens is at the lagging chromosomes, it encounters a shortening of the DNA. So that telomere shortening or the disruption of the structure of the telomere is actually the fundamental process for aging. The shortening of the telomere actually disrupts the structure that it has to maintain. So what happens is that it triggers the DNA damage response. It leads to triggering the inflammation signals.
Graying hair, weakened immunity, even Alzheimer's, the root of the complex changes we call aging lies in telomere damage. And this clock of life is also linked to disease.
Telomeres are implicated in all sorts of aging-related diseases, including cancer. Well, cancer maybe is a very, very rapid process of aging. What is really common between aging and cancer is that a lot of the DNA breaks. A lot of DNA breaks make the cells kind of unhealthy in metabolism. But studying that for many decades, cancer biology and aging is coming together, and we are studying what is happening at the molecular level.
Normal cells stop dividing and reach the end of their lifespan once their telomeres wear down. But cancer cells break straight through this barrier. They forcibly extend telomeres that should have worn out, continuing to divide without dying. Some cancer cells maintain their telomeres by indirectly recombining the DNA repair system. The Seoul National University research team is tracking the molecular mechanisms that appear in this process.
So cancers are the cells which have overcome this replicative senescence. One way to overcome this is that we think that 80% of cancers actually reactivate telomerase, which is a reverse transcriptase, to elongate the shortened telomere again. One way or the other, telomere maintenance is the key for the cells to become cancerous. So it's the immortalization pathway.
Ultimately, forcibly maintaining telomeres by any means necessary is essentially a survival strategy for cancer cells. But this process hides a complex mechanism that cannot be explained simply by changes in telomere length. To uncover clues hidden within this complex clock of life, the Seoul National University research team is directly examining telomeres at the single cell level.
기존에는 텔로미어를 측정을 할 때 보통 길이를 많이 측정을 해왔습니다. 저희는 고해상도 형광 현미경 이미징을 통해서 하나의 세포 단위에서 텔로미어를 직접 관찰을 할 수가 있는데요. 텔로미어의 상태뿐만 아니라 텔로미어가 단백질들과 어떻게 상호작용을 하고 있는지, 그리고 텔로미어 손상도까지 그런 중요한 정보들을 직접 관찰을 할 수가 있습니다.
Research at this world-class molecular level has now become a national priority. The government has launched the Investigating on the Reprogramming of Aging project and newly introduced Regenerative Medicine for Transnational and Clinical Research for Anti-Aging, moving forward with full-scale support at the national level.
Many people are more interested in aging rather than cancer. Aging actually is kind of affecting everybody. As we understand the molecular process of cancer and aging as well, I think we are discovering more targets. It might be possible to kind of have the patient-specific biomarkers. That could be a better target for that patient, and especially combined with the AI era, we get better targets much faster than we thought.
A pursuit that begins with a tiny clock inside our cells, telomeres. Relentless questions aimed at rewriting humanity's fate are bringing us closer to a future where everyone can age in good health.
Yes, telomere was all the buzz recently, and everyone was eager to find ways to stop telomeres from shortening. So, to some extent, it feels like aging is not something we can't do anything about. Rather, it's something that can be managed and prevented.
Yeah, but I can't help wondering, like with everything new, if there's new anti-aging technology and drugs, won't it be for the wealthy and the elite and not for everyday people?
Yeah, that is my concern as well.
However, it depends on the type of the drug. So, for example, cell therapy or gene therapy are supposed to be very expensive. However, if somebody figure out how to use some small molecules to reverse the aging phenotype, this can be manufactured in a large quantity at very low price, so that many people can benefit from it.
I hope so.
So one day, if you go to the Pagoda Park, there will be just youths.
They look like they're in their 20s.
Men and women. Wow. Well, in the past, we thought our genes determined everything, and there's only so much we can change. But now we're learning more and more that depending on how we take care of our lives, our daily lives, we have the power to overcome our own genes.
Exactly. A great example is Jean Calment of France, who lived up to 122 years. She started fencing in her age of 80 and was still riding a bicycle at the age of 100.
Amazing.
When asked about her secret to longevity,
Small eating, sleep more. Sorry.
Wrong guesses.
wrong. Her answer was surprisingly simple. Don't get stressed.
Don't stress.
Just relax. Don't
Easy
get
to say,
stressed.
but hard to follow.
It really is, isn't it? But it's better than having to spend $2 million like Brian Johnson. Don't stress,
Yeah.
it's cheaper.
And it's
than
true that nothing kills you faster than your own mind.
Yeah, so just calm and everyday habits can help us for the time being.
That's quite relieving to hear because living a healthy life does not cost so much.
No.
Actually, it can save significantly more because like walking,
Yeah.
cooking at home,
Not
or
drinking
yeah,
alcohol.
drinking a lot of water. It's so cheap, it's almost free.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's remember to stay hopeful as the bio revolution is just beginning and research to unlock the secrets of aging is actively underway at this very moment. Shall we wrap it up with our signature pose? Let's do it more youthfully this time.
All right, let's do it. Vibe in action.
Thanks for watching.
Wow.
Dr. Albert Sung-Soo Lee. I'm a material scientist with a passion for the environment. So today we're going to talk about a concept that's called carbon capture.
Carbon capture? But how is it possible that you can physically capture? So we're not playing frisbee here. Did you see that they were making diamonds out of the carbon dioxide emitted in the atmosphere? Maybe we can make like soda or champagne.
More recently, there have been efforts in trying to convert these CO2 molecules into aviation fuel or even fuel for our vehicles as well.
It reminded me of the film when I was young, Back to the Future, where the car runs on like garbage.